Hi everyone, I am back. It's still Sunday, October 2nd, and let's see, the time now is 5:35. 5:35. It's going to be 6 o'clock in a little bit. And I'm sitting here in my kitchen, and I just kind of wanted to just talk on just a couple of things, kind of random things, but so here's my book of parishes. So I've shared this before. This is the history of the Archdiocese of Los Angeles. It's a book of all the churches in Los Angeles County, Catholic churches. So today, October 2nd, I attended Mass at St. Sebastian's, and that's in Santa Paula. And there's a picture of the front of the church. It's right there on a residential street, and no wonder this church looked so old on the outside. This church was built in 1896, so you know that's an old church. But anyway, and then so next Sunday, I'll be going. There's only two Catholic churches in the city of Santa Paula, which is about 20 minutes away from me, where I am now in Oxnard. And so next Sunday I'll be attending Mass at the Our Lady of Guadalupe in Santa Paula. So yeah, so I did that this morning. And then something else I kind of wanted to talk about a little bit was that I had mentioned in one or two video vlogs prior to this that I'm not doing the real big hoopla that I usually do for Halloween. I want to focus more on Dia de los Muertos now, I guess because I'm older. And so, yeah, so what I decided to do was I have a keepsake box here of prayer cards of my family members who have passed away, and friends and family members, loved ones. So I went through this box last night to see how many prayer cards do I have, and I have 18. I think I counted 18. So I have this little calendar planner, this little planner. So what I decided to do was go ahead and every couple days, space out every couple days, write down the name of the loved one, family member, friend who passed away, and because I want to reflect. My intention is that I want to reflect more on my loved ones who have passed away, and so I want to honor them and reflect more on them, and so I'm starting with yesterday and to today. Yesterday was October 1st, and here it is today, October 2nd, Sunday. And so I did it by, well, with all the cards that I have, the thing that made most sense was to go by the dates. So, and then just speak a little bit on what I know of the person. And there's a few that I really don't know very much, like this is the first prayer card, and I don't even really know how I don't recall how it came to me, but this is a prayer card for my mother's brother, and his name was George Lopez Avila. And this is a picture of my mother's brother, and the unusual thing is on the back of the prayer card there's no dates of when he was born or when he passed away. But so I don't know when he was born, and I think he passed away in 1966. And the reason I think that is because my mother was pregnant that year, 1966, with my brother Stephen, and not sure if I have this right, but that's why my brother has passed away as well. My brother passed away in 2014. But anyway, my mom and dad named my brother Stephen George after my mother's brother George Avila. And my brother was born in 66, so I'm thinking perhaps that my mother's brother George passed away in 1966, 65 or 66, probably 66. So this is a beautiful prayer card of my mother's brother George, and I didn't know. I was 2 or 3 when he passed away, so I didn't know him. I only know that he passed tragically in a car accident in the little town that they were from and grew up in, a little town called Heber, California. Okay, so that's George Avila. So this is well, like I said, there's no dates, but this is I know he died in 65 or 66, so this is the first card. Then this prayer card, this is Our Lady of Guadalupe, and this is a prayer card for Manuel D. Avila Sr. So this was my mother's father, who, and now he passed away in 1986. So I don't have any memories of my grandfather at all. I only know that he was a veteran. He was a veteran of the Second World War. I know he was born in Mexico. He was a bit of a drifter when he came back from the war, and I know he struggled a lot with the disease of alcoholism. And I know from what my mother said and things my aunts and uncles have said about their father was that he wasn't very much present in their lives at all. So that's all I can say about him. I never knew him. Okay, so yeah, so that's my idea. So I'm going to be doing this every few days, and this is my way of thinking of and honoring and remembering my loved ones who have passed away. So yes, I wanted to share that. And then the other thing is, now you see these products here. These are different cleaning products, and what I'm doing now is I don't want to waste anything. I'm trying to be as resourceful as I possibly can be, and I'm not trying to put any money into this house before I put it up for sale. But what I can do is clean it as much as I can, like serious, intense, detail clean. And I told myself, well, before you go out and buy things, go through what you have. So the other day I went, this is my sink, this is my kitchen sink down here, and I went and cleaned underneath my kitchen sink, and I left the things that I use here still on a daily, which are the trash can liners, the Pine Sol, the Ajax, and the dish soap. Okay, so but it just makes it so much easier for me now because I know what I have. And I want to mention that because a lot of people sometimes they want to do a project and they can feel overwhelmed. But if you take a step back and go over what products you have, what resources you have, what things you can have, try to use that first. But by doing that, by emptying underneath my sink, my kitchen sink, and then going through what I have, I'm going to clean what I can and use this first. Yeah, so I wanted to explain that because I'm just trying to give ideas and suggestions and life hacks and whatever I can to people because, you know, it could help somebody else. Now, the other thing I wanted to share is that this has been kind of a little more fun for me, but I've begun to buy things that I want to take with me when I move, when we move. Now, this is all cleaning products, but I've been buying things a little bit at a time. And what I'm really trying to do this time is really cut back on the visual clutter, what they call visual clutter. So I'm trying to stay in the color scheme of the grays, gray and white. So little by little, I've been buying. I've been buying things like, for example, I'm not going to buy any more of these because this is enough now. These are all dish towels that I've been picking up here and there. Some from the 99-cent store, some from the Dollar Tree. Today after Mass, I was in Santa Paula and I stopped at Big Lots and I bought these. I thought these were a real pretty design. But like I said, I'm sticking to the color, the color of gray and white. So that includes my my dish towels and my dishcloths and just different things, pot holders and things to clean, you know, scrub brushes, and these are really nice. These are really heavy duty. These are really well made, and I found this for $1.99 at the 99-cent store. And so yeah, so I'm taking everything out of the packaging and I'm putting it in clear plastic bags because I find that now, I don't know if it's because I'm older, I really don't know why it is now, but I really too much different colors kind of trigger me for some reason. So I want to keep things very simple and very basic from after I make my move. And so I'm trying to just do that and just stick to these types of things, stick to the grays, the grays, I guess, the why they call it the 50 Shades of Gray. Well, that's what I'm doing now. So yeah, so that's been a little bit of a fun thing to do. See, I have what I've been accumulating so far. So that's been a little bit more on the funner side. And the last thing I wanted to share was that now this is called a frittata. Now it's been resting here for a minute, so it tastes better than it looks, but it's called a frittata. So what you do is, I used breadcrumbs for the crust, and then I sautéed onions and spinach and diced ham, and you saute that in a little bit of butter, and you cook that down and you season it a little, and then you add that on top of the breadcrumbs. I put butter in the dish, then the breadcrumbs, and then the sautéed onions and spinach with the ham, okay. And then used 8 eggs, and I scrambled 8 eggs in a bowl with a little bit of milk. You add milk to it, and cheese, and then you pour that over. And then I also added little diced jalapeno. That's the green on the top. And bake it in the oven. I baked it for 30 minutes in the oven. So this is what it's called a frittata. It's kind of like a breakfast food, but you could eat it. You could eat it anytime. Like, this is going to be really good tomorrow morning with a cup of coffee. Like, it's going to be really good. And then for dessert, let me put this back. I made this, and I haven't made something like this in a while. It's just okay. I used the graham cracker crackers,